in the middle of Nevada, which you could probably tell by the scenery. We're on our way to Colorado. We've never been there in the van, so thought we'd go check it out. Gonna bring you guys along and show you a few snippets of our trip. And kiddo's back there. She does a great job on these long trips. She keeps herself entertained, drawing, and she's got a bunch of toys that she brought, and I don't know, all kinds of good stuff. But she's a trooper on these long trips. All right, so we will talk at you guys later. Until then, enjoy this desert scenery. All right, here's our first night. A little bit of a sunset even. Hey, good morning. It's the first morning of our trip. Just getting up. It's beautiful outside this morning. How did you sleep, Kara?
Great.
Slept good? Slept good dreams?
Yeah, I did.
So this is what our sleeping arrangement looks like. If you can see, there we go. Basically the whole van becomes a bed when it's in bed mode. Alright, on to Colorado today. 219 for diesel in Nevada. Love it. I'm seeing Red Rock. Must be Utah. So we get a lot of questions about the 4-cylinder diesel from Mercedes. They stopped making it for a while, and that engine is coming back soon. And we love it. Not even sure that I would buy a V6 Sprinter. Right now we're climbing the hills in Utah on Highway 70 going east, and it's pulling the hills loaded at 80 miles an hour with no problem. So definitely 2 thumbs up for the 4-cylinder 7-speed. Alright, we spent our day at the Grand Canyon National Monument yesterday. Did a little hiking around. It's pretty hot, so we only spent a day there. And now we came up to the western Colorado mountains, so we're about 10,400 feet. Temperature is much better. It's sprinkling a little bit, so this is great. We got a great view out the sliding door. So yeah, I think we're gonna at least hang out here for the night. Check it out, hike around, and maybe fly the drone around a little bit and learn how to fly it without crashing it, if that's even possible. And yeah, just to enjoy our time in the nice, cool, high elevation air. If you haven't figured this out yet, the Instapot is amazing in the van. It does pull some juice though. Whatever. We love it. You love it?
Yep.
Do you love this view?
Yep.
We get a lot of questions about how our seat works in this van and how we sleep 3 people in a 144 Sprinter, so I'll show you. So here our seat is in driving mode, so it's forward, like right behind driver and passenger seat, so my daughter's pretty close behind me while I drive. And then when you get to camp, we push the seat all the way back. So that gives us a whole bunch of room in here for moving around. And then when it's time to go to bed mode, and there, bed's made. So same is true when we go to pack up and move on for the day. We just put it all away. It takes 10-15 seconds. Alright, and then we're ready to travel. So now I'll show you my daughter's bed. It's all the way in the back. Okay, and this is my daughter's bed in the back of the van. And basically, she's 6 now, but as she gets older and taller, show me how the cabinet opens. So then it's padded in there, and her feet will be able to extend all the way to the wall of the van. So that'll give her 5 feet 10, I think. So she can't get any taller than 5 feet 10. So that's pretty much the setup and how we sleep 3 in a Sprinter now. I left the wall panels open over here on the sides so that I could do the typical high mount bed if I wanted. And if I did that, that would give us really comfortable sleeping for 4. And actually we would have 5 beds, including the little one in the back. So yep, that's our camping setup. Just wanted to show you guys because you don't see a lot of these rock and roll beds in the United States. Anyway, yeah, it works out great for us. Love it. Well, after a great couple of days up in Grand Mesa area, we are headed down to Telluride area, and it looks beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. All this high elevation air was something that we much needed. Alright guys, we got a pretty good spot tonight. Take a look at this. We just had a couple really nice nights on the hill up above Telluride. We're going to head down into town today to check it out. Because of the current pandemic and all that stuff going on, we won't be able to do the cool things we normally do by going to restaurants and doing all the tourist stuff. We'll have to save that for next time. So maybe we'll do takeout or have to just see what's open down there. But this has been really nice, beautiful spot. Definitely have to come back here in the near future. All right, gonna work our way down the hill. Well, Telluride was a bust. We drove through a couple times and there was no place to park a couple vans, and it was just crawling with people. So we'd hoped to get takeout, but there were so many people standing in line and it just was going to be a hassle. So we're moving on. We are now between Silverton and Durango. We spent the last couple of days looking around OURAY. We got takeout and just ate it in the van. And then today we spent some time in Silverton walking around. Same thing, it was pretty quiet in Silverton, and we were able to eat at an outdoor restaurant for lunch. And now we are moving toward Durango. We've got to restock for the first time on this trip for food and other things. And then we're going to start working our way up toward Lake City and Gunnison and Crested Butte. So right now we're in a boondocking location. It's very pretty. An open meadow near a creek. Yeah, you can take your picture. Take a picture whenever you want. So yeah, this is a great spot. So we'll stay here for the night. We have had so much rain. I think it's rained every day for the past like 5 days. We started to do part of the Ice Lakes trail at OURAY yesterday, and there was someone standing at the bottom of the trail telling people that there were flash flood warnings and they were closing roads, so we only did maybe a mile of a hike. But anyway, beautiful country, so we're going to keep moving south and east. morning. We have sun this morning. Pretty awesome. We're just on the outside of CRESTED, Colorado, and we're working our way north. But we've got sun, so it's shower time. I want to show you guys how that works on our van. It's a little bit of a setup. There's just not enough room in one of these 144 Sprinters to have, you know, enclosed space that you're using like what, 0.5% of the time. So we use outside the rear doors setup. So I'll show you that now. We have to store our hot water heater inside of our water cabinet. So it's sitting on a little base, which I will show you. I can't do this one-handed. So the water heater just sits in this little wooden base. And that's because there's a bunch of plumbing fixtures down here. Otherwise this thing wouldn't sit level. So I put it in the base for storing it and pull it out for actually using it. And then on the rear doors, the shower hangs from this L-track on the back doors. And then the supply line to the hot water heater is the black coiled line. And then, of course, the chrome is the shower head. So store that in the back door. And then we haven't made a net yet. So right now we're just using some quick grip clamps and a really classy camo tarp to give us some coverage between the rear doors. The shower head sits on this little holder, and it quick connects to the bottom of the hot water heater. And there's a quick connect that goes down to a spray port on the back of the van. We have a whole video on this water system if you're interested. And then we're running it all off of these little propane, 1 pound propane bottles. So that is the setup. Okay, so I know this is totally hokey, but I'm really glad we didn't make a shower curtain yet. I learned basically that we're splashing too much water on the inside of this door, and I was actually getting water running out the bottom side of the door. So my shower curtain is going to start right here in this corner. It's going to wrap around to the other side. We haven't had any issues getting water inside the van, so it's probably just going to be a 270-degree curtain. So there you have it. You gotta admit, that camo curtain is pure class. Well, today we left our spot on the river and traded it for another spot on the river. Oh, nice, Kara. Is that the deer we saw this morning? Nice. So yeah, we are now outside of Lake City and we're working our way north. I think that Crested Butte is probably as far north as we're gonna go on this trip, but we will be back. But yeah, this is a nice spot. You can't see through the screen. So we've got some friends coming tonight. They also have a Sprinter van that they've been building, so it'll be fun to meet them in person. We only know them online, and so yeah, gonna hang out, gonna have guacamole and tacos tonight, and just kind of hang out and enjoy our time here. All right, back to drawing with the child. My artwork is pretty lousy. good morning from the Fish Lake National Forest in Utah. We left Crested Butte yesterday. We spent a couple of days there. Yesterday we hiked the three rivers, I think it's Three Lakes Trail, up to a couple lakes, and it was really beautiful up there. But it was time to start making our way west towards home. We've only got a few days left in the trip, so we found this great spot in the National Forest in Utah. There's nobody out here. And we've got a beautiful river over on that side. And anyways, gonna have some coffee, and we're gonna probably play around here in the Fish Lake area for a little bit, and then we're gonna start heading through Nevada on our way home. Oh, looks like little one's waking up. Morning, Kara. All right, I'll chat at you guys later. Well, last day of our trip. We are in eastern Nevada. We're at our stopover that we always, it's our go-to. I don't know if you can see out there, but it's a really pretty morning. So today we're just going to head across Nevada and then over the pass in the Sierras, and we'll be back to our home in California. But this has been a fantastic trip. Hopefully I can put this video together into something that's worth watching. But anyway, we appreciate you guys following along, and we'll see you next time.